Here we are back again with one of our great partners. So before I even jump into it, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, so otherwise they're going to have no idea who you are.
Right, exactly. So my name's Shai Tsur. I do the business development around the Kinetic Drive program at Seagate. That's our cloud Ethernet drive, the native key object storage drive.
So with that key value side, I know that means a lot, especially with our new release this week, near and dear to our heart,
Absolutely.
with Nexenta Edge on the object side. So going into the object side, obviously we see it a lot with the OpenStack space. And at a show like this, I mean, we're here, 6,000 people at this show we're hearing. So it's really become one of the more premier shows. How much have you guys seen where, as a manufacturer, a hardware manufacturer, a component manufacturer, that shift on open source is having an impact on you guys?
So, I mean, I think the project that I work on, Kinetic, is the best example of this. One of the interesting transitions that Seagate has made over the last couple of years is to embrace a more open approach to looking at how the clouds live in an environment. So the clouds, the Kinetic drives, have an open source API and libraries.
It's that shift.
Yeah, it just allows the application to connect directly to the drives themselves using open source protocols.
Well, it's amazing that as a manufacturer of a component, you're seeing that shift. Because in the enterprise, often people are like, oh, I don't want to do open source.
Sure.
I have security concerns, I have this concern. So many different reasons they can come up with. But then we see service providers, major service providers. I mean, we just heard from GMO come up. I mean, they're one of the biggest service providers in Japan at this point doing OpenStack. I mean, they're all about open source. It's amazing to see that difference. So with that, the OpenStack Summit has historically been one that we question, how big is it? Is this really a thing, or is it just getting a trend on? Why would you say that people should come to the next one? I mean, next time we're in Tokyo, and then, which you could just come because it's Tokyo.
It's Tokyo, well, that would be.
But every 6 months we see this. So why would you say they should be at the summit?
I think this is, I mean, if you really want to see what's going on in the just cutting edge open source community, this is the place to be. I mean, you have everybody from the small players to the biggest players, and to really understand why open source makes sense at the data center level for enterprises, for cloud service providers. This is the place to be.
I think you say that from the smallest to the largest. I mean, it's everybody from those traditional vendors we've known to brand new software defined.
It's like from 10-person startups to HP and IBM and
I think
everybody.
I mean, IBM had the same size booth as guys we've never heard of.
Exactly. So I mean,
I think it's one of the few shows we see that now.
Yeah, that's kind of fascinating.
So I mean, it's great as one of the smaller players in Nexenta. We've obviously got great partners from guys like you guys in Seagate that we're able to kind of grow that, expand our coverage. Do you find, as one of the larger companies that's here, that you're really being able to have that influence and drive innovation?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is, again, a good place to connect with other people that are like-minded in what we're doing, find new partners, find kind of business partners like Nexenta, or kind of running forward with the same ideas that we have to really kind of get the next innovations at the data center level.
And I know, obviously, with Edge, we're looking forward to a lot of great things in the future. I mean, scale out object, that key value on the back end, and adding it into the Connect, I think that'll be great. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks.